everyone, a warm welcome to BioWorld. In the last session, we have discussed the physiology of neuron and the classification of nerve and neuron. Today, we are stepping into the nervous system and its components, the major organs and the related branches. Here you can see a simple flow chart showing the components of nervous system. So nervous system can be broadly classified into two, that is central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system comprised the major organs like brain and spinal cord. However, the peripheral nervous system is made up of nerves. Which are the nerves? Cranial nerves and spinal nerves. From the name itself, you can guess where it is arising from, isn't it? The cranial nerves arising from the brain, whereas the spinal nerves arising from spinal cord. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves. So components of nervous system includes central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system includes the major organs like brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system includes the various types of nerves like cranial and spinal nerves. Cranial arising from brain and spinal arising from spinal cord. So let's move to the major organ of the central nervous system, the brain. The most powerful computer ever known is human brain. It possesses about 100 billion neurons with connections known as synapses wiring these cells together. So let's see the fascinating facts of human brain. Now let's see the location of brain. As you know, the brain is located in the anterior part of human body. Moving to the protective structures. Brain is well protected inside a bony case called skull, also known as cranium. The three-layered membrane gives extra protection to brain. It is known as meninges. The cerebrospinal fluid is filled within the inner membrane of meninges and the ventricles of the brain. So bony protection provided by skull, membranous protection provided by meninges, and fluid protection provided by cerebrospinal fluid. Here you can see the skull. The skull is a bone structure that forms the head in vertebrates. It supports the structure of face and provides a protective cavity of the brain. Human skull is composed of 22 bones and all the joints are immovable. Here you can see the side view of the skull showing various joints, which is a fixed type joint or immovable type joint. Let's move to the membranous protection. Meninges. Meninges is a three-layered membrane protecting our brain. Here you can see the three-layered protection provided by meninges to the brain. Moving to the next protective structure, cerebrospinal fluid. It is filled within the membranes of meninges and ventricles of the brain, formed from blood and reabsorbed into blood itself. So functions include provide nutrients and oxygen to the brain tissues, regulate pressure inside the brain, and protect the brain from injuries. Here you can see the normal CSF in a test tube, which looks like a water-like liquid. And in the second picture, you can see the various movement of cerebrospinal fluid, which is indicated with the help of small arrows. Moving to the parts of the brain. The brain is composed of cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, thalamus and hypothalamus. Here you can see the figure which gives the closer look of our brain. Here highly folded structure called cerebrum, then a smaller region cerebellum and a small stem-like region called brainstem or medulla oblongata. Let's move to cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and it's divided into right and left hemisphere. Two partitions or two divisions we can see when we have a closer look on cerebrum. This is the back view of our brain. Here you can see the yellowish region cerebrum, then the bluish part which is having so many folds, that is cerebellum, and a small stem-like region medulla oblongata. So cerebral hemispheres, the left and right hemispheres have unique function. The left hemisphere related to sensory stimulus from the right side of the body. They control the motor impulses from the right side of the body. Speech, language, comprehension, calculation and analysis, time and sequencing, recognition of words, letters and numbers are unique features of left hemisphere of cerebrum. However, the right hemisphere play a crucial role in sensory stimulus from left side of the body, motor control of the left side of the body, actions like creativity, spatial ability, perception, context, recognition of face, places and objects. So both work hand in hand in order to coordinate all the activities in our body. This is the side view of cross-sected human brain. Here you can see the cerebrum, which is connected by a nerve tract called corpus callosum, then ventricles or chambers, then the second part cerebellum, then thalamus and hypothalamus. In brain you can see certain glands like pituitary gland. Moving to the next part, cerebellum. Cerebellum is the second largest part of the brain, seen behind the cerebrum as two flaps. Fissures and grooves are present here. It coordinates muscular activities and maintains equilibrium of our body. The last part is medulla oblongata. It is a rod-shaped part seen below the cerebrum, located near cerebellum. It controls involuntary actions like heartbeat, breathing, digestion, etc. Moving to the next part, thalamus. Thalamus is situated below the cerebrum. It acts as a relay station of impulses to and from the cerebrum. It analyzes impulses from various parts of the body and sends the important ones to cerebrum. Most of the painkillers are acting on thalamus so that we won't feel any pain when we consume these type of painkillers. Next part is hypothalamus. It is situated just below the thalamus, play a major role in maintenance of homeostasis. What do you mean by homeostasis? Yes, last year we have studied the internal equilibrium is called homeostasis. So emotions, thirst, hunger all are controlled by hypothalamus. So dear children, you have understood that how magnificent and complex is our brain. Am I right? So it is our responsibility to protect our brain in a good way. So while riding the two-wheelers or vehicles, we need to protect our brain by wearing helmets. So this is a simple poster showing the importance of wearing helmets when we ride vehicles. So dear students, what we have discussed today? Yes, structure of brain and the need to take care of brain. So here I am concluding. Thank you.